right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us here today in our wellness education series. My name is Lindsay, and I'll be presenting this morning along with the help of Annabelle. Please be sure to have a pen and paper ready because we'll be jotting down just a few things. And if you'd like to take any notes as we go through this, you don't have to, there's not a quiz. But if you'd like to write something down, something you see that you like, that will be helpful. And I'm going to be referring to my notes as this is my first time presenting this topic, so bear with me. Let's see. All right, so as you can see here, today's topic is on using essential oils to manage pain. Before I keep going with that, I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. I work full-time as a personal trainer, a yoga teacher, and a health coach. As a health coach, I basically help people with their nutrition and learning how to basically live a more holistic wellness lifestyle. So with that, I've been doing that for a few years, and then I joined Doterra a little over a year ago. And now I help people in my nutrition coaching. I share a lot of the Doterra with them because they really go hand in hand very well. And I also use a majority of the products for myself. Now let's jump into today's topic of pain management. Sorry. All right, so here's where you will need your pen and paper. So the first thing that we're going to do is rate these 3 different types of pain for yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. So we have chronic pain, meaning it's something that may bother you every day. That could be knees or a tight back. Then we have emotional pain. This could be just, I like how it says the heaviness is real. So maybe something that just really bogs down your mind every day, something that you just can't stop thinking about. You're not sure how to figure something out. Something like that would fall into emotional pain. And then we have occasional pain, which is, good days and bad days. I think that could relate to something that falls into the emotional pain category as well. Or maybe it's, your lower back hurts only after you work out, or just something that you just notice from time to time. So take a moment and give yourself a number for each of those categories. Each of these types of pain can impact and exacerbate the others, and all of them can interfere with our ability to function optimally. Pain can have a domino effect and lead to a physical and emotional downward spiral if it's not addressed. And this can prevent us from living the lives that we want to live. Okay, so we have here on the left, which body systems need the most support? I think they all need support because they all work together, right? So we want our body to work well, all the systems to be able to function optimally so that we as a human can function optimally in our daily life. Because we put a lot of demands on our body without realizing it, and that's okay. I mean, that's life. So let's look over here on the right at foundational support. The foundation of all health and what builds the strongest body is the fuel that you put inside. And this is so true. I mean, I really believe that the foods that we eat, drinks that we drink, supplements that we take, really, what we see on the outside is the result of what we're giving ourselves on the inside. So I truly believe that eating as well as we can and taking the right supplements can give us a nice, strong foundation. And then we have everything we eat either feeds disease or fights disease. I completely 100% agree with this also. Sugar is the first thing that comes to my mind as far as feeding disease. And kale comes to my mind for fighting disease. We can support our body and change the way we feel by using doTERRA's #1 selling product, the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So before I go into the Lifelong Vitality Pack, let's look at this pyramid here in the middle of the screen. I'll just touch briefly on, at the top here, the healthcare system, which could probably be a month-long workshop. But we have proactive medical care at the top. And by this, it just means that we are doing things like going to our annual physicals, getting our blood work done, and just staying on top of that information so that we're well informed of what's going on with our bodies and getting the help that we need when we need it. Informed self-care. I think here this could fall into things like, maybe visiting with a counselor if we need help with emotional support, doing things that, we can do on our own, to help our bodies feel better mentally, physically, and emotionally. And then down below, we jump into the lifestyle categories. So we have reducing toxic load. This could be something like, for example, a lotion that we put on our skin. So we want to make sure that the products that we're also consuming or applying to our body are as non-toxic as possible, because our body does absorb those toxins. We have rest and stress management, which we'll touch on a little bit later. Exercise and weight management, that's a big area for me being a personal trainer. And then we have eating right, which kind of jumps into these points up here about foods that we eat feed disease or fight disease, and a strong body depends on the fuel that we give it. So now let's talk about the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which, as I mentioned earlier, is doTERRA's #1 selling product. So the first one you see on the left, the Alpha CRS, this is the cellular vitality complex that supports healthy cell function, including cellular reproduction and specialized functions, energy production, and timely cell death. So as we know, cells are constantly turning over in the body. Additionally, the Alpha CRS helps protect cells from stressors like oxidative stress. So it has antioxidant properties as well. The one in the middle, the XE Omega, consists of CPTG essential oils. So that's certified pure therapeutic grade. And it also has marine and land-sourced omega fatty acids. It supports healthy joints, cardiovascular and brain health, and supports immune function. The XE Omega also contains 800 IUs, or international units, of natural vitamin D and a powerful antioxidant, I might mess this up here, carotenoid called astaxanthin. Why is astaxanthin important? It's important because while some fatty acids can be produced inside the body, essential fatty acids cannot be produced by our bodies. So we have to rely on the food that we eat to supply these important nutrients. And the last one you see here on the bottom right is the Microplex VMZ, which is a food formula of bioavailable vitamins and minerals that are typically deficient in our modern diets. So it's in a veggie capsule, So the body recognizes the capsule itself as a food, and all of these supplements that you see here have a greater than 90% absorption rate, which is huge for a vitamin. Most vitamins that we can buy on the shelf, you're lucky if you get maybe 20% of that. Most of them, especially the any pills, any vitamins that are those really hard capsules, those we don't absorb those. We just simply eliminate that through the body, and we're wasting our money. So this last one here, it includes antioxidant vitamins A, C, and E, an energy complex of B vitamins, which is really important for energy, and chelated minerals, including calcium, magnesium, and zinc, to all support bone health and metabolic health. And lastly, it contains a tummy tamer of peppermint, ginger, and caraway to help calm the stomach. And I actually did a little experiment on myself, because in the past with other vitamins, I've taken them and I do get nauseous without taking food. But the Doterra vitamins here, I'm able to take them alone, and I don't have any symptoms of nausea, but I would recommend taking them with food, just so your body will still absorb them without food, but if you take them with food, they're absorbed a little bit easier. All right, so here we're back to our 3 areas of pain. And I'll let you scan through this on your own. So we have, again, the chronic pain that would affect our daily life. We have emotional pain that affects the mind. And then we have occasional pain. Okay, this is a big one. Dangers of prescription pain medication. So we can see here in the red, it highlights the dangers here of taking prescription pain medications. There's one that is not listed, and that would be side effects. So we've all seen prescription medication commercials, and they give you whatever the ailment is, and then they say, here is a whole list of side effects. And sometimes the side effects, sound worse than the first ailment. So side effects is a big danger of taking prescription pain medications. And there are, another one that I would like to add here is, sometimes you hear of, you're given a prescription for one ailment, for, let's say it's a chronic pain ailment, and you're given a prescription for that. And a lot of times that one prescription might cause something else. And that something else, you might need a prescription for that also to get rid of that problem that's caused by the first prescription. So you can end up with a whole slew of prescriptions that you're taking just because of the side effects of that first medication. So it can get, it can really kind of get pretty wild there with all the different pain medications. Now let's look at the bottom here, tips for wearing off of pain medications. So we have increasing your water intake, replacing the habit, taking the lifelong vitality and additional supplements, and surrounding yourself with support. Now, first of all, we all know that we should, when you're weaning yourself off of a pain medication, that should always be done under the guidance of your physician, because there is a safe way to do that. And then there's a not safe way to do that. So if there is a medication that you are interested in maybe trying to not have to take it and try to find different support, I would work with your physician in order to do that. Because there can be dangerous withdrawal symptoms that can be pretty severe, and I wouldn't want anyone to have to go through that. Oops, I went too far. Okay, so now we're going to touch briefly on some of the products that doTERRA has that can help with these different areas of pain. We have joint pain over here on the left, and the first one is the turmeric capsules. Now these are pretty cool. I'm going to show you one here. The turmeric capsules, it's a dual chambered capsule. Annabelle, can you see that?
Yeah, just a little closer.
A little closer.
There you go.
Better? All right, thank you. So this dual chambered capsule, as you can see, the bright yellow inside is the turmeric root extract, and then we have the oil in the larger part of the capsule. And this dual chamber capsule is exclusive to doTERRA. Pretty cool. So the reason that they put the two turmerics, the oil and the extract together, is that the properties of the root extract need what the oil has, and vice versa. The turmeric oil needs the properties of the root extract so that they both function beautifully together to help fight inflammation in our body. And even inflammation is a form of disease. So the turmeric capsules can really help fend off types of pain that are inflammatory. Then we have the deep blue rub, another favorite of a lot of people. This deep blue rub contains the deep blue oil in it. It kind of goes on smooth, just like a lotion. You can apply it right on the area of pain, maybe your lower back. I have a client who actually uses this on her knees, and she absolutely loves it. She's 77, she's so cute. She loves it, uses it every day. And then we have the deep blue polyphenol capsules. These you could use, for example, in place of like your Tylenol to help with a headache or other pains that you might normally reach for Tylenol or Advil for. You could reach for this instead.
Can I just add to that, that Tylenol also can affect your stomach lining, and over time, a lot of people are taking those weekly, daily, and that is definitely not a good thing. But I also love this slide because it shows you the LLV is your base, and then you choose the subject like we're going over right now. And actually the next slide shows each one individually blown up. And that's why we're going each little subject with the actual LLV here, so that you can kind of pick and choose for what would work for you. Thanks, Lindsay.
Sure, thank you for adding that. Okay, so then we have, I'll talk more about each of these products as I go through their individual slides here, but we have, you can see the muscle pain, this system for emotional pain, great line here for digestive pain, and then head and tension. So let's go forward a couple. Okay, so we talked about our joint pain, and now we have a few products here for muscle pain. So the turmeric capsules fit here because of its anti-inflammatory properties. And then we have the copaiba capsules. Copaiba is, Annabelle, correct me if I am wrong, but the copaiba is like that's doTERRA's version of what a CBD oil would do. So that they're, yeah. So this is, it can be used in a capsule. It also comes in an oil that can be applied topically. Annabelle, would you like to add anything about the copaiba?
Yeah, that's well said. Thank you for doing that. That it's a version from, it's from the hemp family, so it's not going to have some of the dangerous things like you're hallucinating or having any of those other issues, and it helps tap into the receptors of our body to immediately calm. So it has been a great thing. And examples, some of my clients, some of my friends who have grinding or jaw pain, they put a drop under their tongue in the morning and especially in the evening, and they have not had to use their mouth guard anymore, which is not something I will throw out there and say, don't use your mouth guard anymore. It was on their own. They just don't have any grinding or jaw pain because it's calmed the stressors in the body, and at night we clench from the stress of our day in an unconscious manner. It's from the Amazon. It's tapped from their I think it's 8 trees now. They have to boat out there higher than organic grade. No one's living out there, even though they've actually helped fix up the little communities that are out in the Amazon. So the story, if you ever want to see a really good doTERRA story, look up the Copaiba video and how they get it, where they source it, and just how cool that is. So very raw, delivered to you, way to have that product.
Thank you, Annabelle. Yeah, I'll definitely look for that video. That sounds pretty cool. All right, so then we have the next one here is the marjoram oil. This oil is valued for its calming properties and positive effect on the nervous system when taken internally. It also supports a healthy immune system when consumed, and may also promote a healthy cardiovascular system. And then last we have the deep blue rub that I touched on earlier. Just kind of goes on like a lotion to help with muscle pain. Sorry, my computer wants to jump too ahead. All right, next we have emotional pain. First on the left there, we see the adaptive system. So we have the adaptive roller, which is a really convenient way to use the oil, just kind of rolls on like a little perfume bottle. And then we have the adaptive capsules that can be taken internally. And then we have the adaptive oil that is easily used here in a diffuser, for example. I like to diffuse this one. I use it several times throughout the week, and it smells great in the diffuser. It has a couple of the oils that are in it. It has wild orange, lavender, copaiba, has spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. It smells wonderful. The adaptive system is designed to help boost your mood. It complements effective work and study, so it's really nice to use this if you need to feel more focused. It increases feelings of tranquility. It's very soothing and uplifting, and it's at the same time, it has a calming and relaxing aroma. So the two oils that I always remember that it has is the wild orange for the uplifting and our lavender for the soothing properties. Works really well. Then we have the Elevation blend of oils. This is a blend of citrus oils that also have an uplifting effect, a really nice one to use in your diffuser. And then last we have here frankincense for emotional pain. Annabelle, would you mind mentioning how frankincense can benefit emotional pain?
Sure, and I'm going to back up to Elevation because it's one of those oils that no one really talks about. It was probably one of my first favorites that I put on daily. If you're a citrus person and you need a mood boost, Elevation is a really great and clean combination of oils. I actually have to read through what's in there, but it smells very lemony, very citrusy. So really good oil. And frankincense oxygenates the blood. And when we are in any kind of issue in the body, frankincense is sort of the king of oils, and it's going to be your, when in doubt, get your frankincense out oil. So this should be at your house for sure. It can be from headaches. It can be from anything with digestive problems. It can handle almost anything. So I think that because it does oxygenate the blood, it allows the body to function better. So emotionally as well as physically.
Awesome point. Thank you. All right, next we have a few products here for digestive pain. First on the left, we have the Terrazyme. Terrazyme is a supplement of, I believe it's 9 or 10 food enzymes. And these enzymes help break down the food that we eat. I did a video a couple months ago, but it's still posted on our Well Oiled page. And I put a couple of Terrazyme capsules. I opened them. They're just little veggie caps. You can open it. And I put them in some chocolate pudding and stirred it all up. And you can see how the enzymes break down the food. So it goes from, yummy, thick pudding, and then the enzymes break it all the way down into literally chocolate milk. So Terrazyme is a wonderful supplement to take because so much of our food, anything that's processed on the shelf, comes in a box, does not contain digestive enzymes, and then your body can produce those, but when you eat food that doesn't have any, your digestive system already uses a lot of energy to break down your food. So when you're deficient in those enzymes, your body is just working overtime, and eventually we can't. So it is an awesome supplement. It's probably why it's sold out right now. But yeah, as soon as that comes back, that will be in my cart. Then we have the PB Assist, which is the probiotic. Another product that is amazing to take every day, monthly basis. I'll show you this one too. It is also that dual chamber capsule. You see that okay? Yeah. So this one is designed to, I believe the first part will open up in the stomach, and then the second capsule will open up in the intestine, where we need all those good bacteria. That's where we need it. We don't need them in our stomach. So this is a really awesome probiotic to help, balance the gut flora.
Can I add to that real quick, Lindsay? So I had leaky gut issues, major stomach stuff, and I've tried all kinds of probiotics, and really expensive ones actually, and they're like, you have to refrigerate, all those things. This one is really powerful, the way that it, like Lindsay said so well, that it goes into the intestinal tract, because if it's not delivered down there, you're not going to fix leaky gut or the big issues. We need the good flora in our intestinal lining as well. So that is huge, and there's a prebiotic and a probiotic, and it has enough strains that is necessary for the body. So if anybody asks, that's a big piece. You have enough strains, you have the pre and the probiotic, and the deliveries in the right way.
Right. Yes, thank you. Yeah, because 70% of our immune system is in the gut. So the gut, is kind of, you could look at that as your foundation. We have to get that stable in order to, help everything else function properly. And the prebiotics, I love that they put that in here because the probiotics need the prebiotics in order to do their job. So just like those turmeric capsules, you have 2 in 1 there, and they help each other do their work for the body. And then we have the Digestive oil, which is an oil. It's got peppermint in it, but it is a blend of oils. And this one, I like to add a drop or 2 to my water every day. And I can really feel a difference after eating a meal. It almost helps you feel a little bit lighter. So this is something you can also use every day. And then we have the Tamer. This is part of the kids line. This oil smells wonderful. You can actually, just roll it right on the baby's tummy, or for yourself, either one of these oils here, the Digestive or the Tamer, you can just, add a couple drops rub it onto your belly to help with digestion, as well as take this one internally. And then we have the peppermint capsules. Annabelle, would you like to talk a little bit about peppermint capsules?
Yes, and also talking about Digestive, it was a lifesaver for our family with all the stomach issues. Putting a drop in the water down the hatch, upset stomach, diarrhea, nausea, all of that stuff. Tamer is also good for motion sickness, car sickness, boats. That's all really good to have on hand in your purse, or if you're going on a trip. And the way that the peppermint soft gels are enterically coated, it goes deeper into the intestinal, just like the other oils or supplements that we've talked about. The delivery system is just so much better and so much more bioavailable to the body. So if you're looking for something to really aid your stomach, these are fabulous lineups. So yeah.
Can I ask a question too here about the tummy tamer, because I have it and I haven't been using it, and we do have motion sick in our family. Yep. Is it best to apply it to the stomach and the wrists and smell? Which is the best way for it to sort of?
I would do it all, because I feel like at that point you're just really trying to feel better, and so I would get all areas because it's diluted, so it can't really hurt to try all those. Good question. Mm-hmm.
And you could also, I get nauseous in the car if I'm not the driver, so I wind up driving all the time. But if, like, for me personally, if I knew I was going to be the passenger in the car, I would probably apply it, to my feet and my belly, maybe, 20, 30 minutes before I'm going to get in the car. And then I would keep it with me just in case I needed to use a little bit more or to be able to smell it to help me.
I also think that they're missing peppermint beads from this lineup. It's in my cart every month. Peppermint beads are in a veggie cap. You bite into it and you can either swallow it whole because it's in a veggie cap and it will disintegrate, or just let it go down, and it really makes a big difference. Not just your breath, opening up the respiratory, headaches, nausea, digestive issues, respiratory. So another one to talk about.
Awesome. All right. Oopsies. Okay. All right. And then last we have head, tension, migraines. So we've touched on the copaiba, so that can help with headaches and migraines as well. And the frankincense, as Annabelle mentioned, is the king of oils that helps to oxygenate the blood to reduce pain. Past tense is another great oil to use. It's already in a roller, so you can apply it to the back of your neck or to right across your forehead and temples to help reduce headache and migraine pain. And then we have eucalyptus. Eucalyptus would be a nice one to either just put a drop in your hand, rub your hands together and breathe it in that way, or even diffuse that one.
I like that in the shower too. You drop it in the shower, let it steam up. That's a good one.
That's one of my, thank you. That's one of my favorite way to use eucalyptus, or breathe. Breathe is a blend of oils that contains eucalyptus, and your bathroom will smell like a spa. So even if you don't have a headache, you can use that. It just smells good. Sorry guys, this wants to jump ahead quite a bit. Okay. Now I'm going to turn this over to Annabelle to discuss our loyalty rewards program and how you can purchase the products.
Yeah, so I'm going to go over this super briefly because most of you guys here know about your LRP, your loyalty reward program, and you already know it's the smartest way to buy because you're getting the discount, right? You're getting the free oil, and then you're getting the free, the points towards free oil. So it's kind of like a no-brainer when it comes to purchasing. It is the smartest way. You could always have somebody order for you, but then why? Because you'd miss out on all these benefits. I had about $200 in free product the other month, and I just stocked my house with all the things that I needed to get, whether it was a detergent or the On Guard. So this is just, to me, really important for you to know. In the beginning, you get a percentage back, which is what I was talking about with the points. 10% back on the first 1 to 3 months, 15% back. So if you spend $100, you get $15 in product back. Same thing as you go along, you can see 7 to 9 months. And then once you get to the 13 plus months, so after a year, you get 30% in products back, and that is so well worth it. And then there's also credits that you can get, and shipping credits, which are kind of confusing, so I won't go into them, but you earn them as you do an order each month. So sometimes you can be like, oh, I have 30 points in free shipping products or in free products. So you apply it at the checkout and just click the box to be able to take it off whatever your total was. Also, usually the free oil of the month is a one that doesn't come out. It's like an exclusive. So you have to order before the 15th in order to get that, and have a minimum of 125 PV order, which is really easy to do, as we all know. And I also want to mention that if you're not ordering that way, this is the time to get a membership, because this month, if you get a membership, you get $50 in free product. Sorry, my dog is trying to get out, to use for the following month. So that means if you signed up this month, if you've been someone that hasn't signed up yet, you're getting $50 in free product for the following month. So that's a no-brainer too. The Lifelong Vitality Pack we spent a lot of time talking about, so I won't go through too much, but just notice here how they've added and shown you a structure of how you can get to past 125 PV so you can get that free oil. You got a Lifelong Vitality Pack, and by the way, when you add those additional supplements, it's kind of like when you go into Giant and you go into the big pack combos section where they've made something much larger and at a reduced rate. But this way you can add on each supplement at half off. So sometimes it's a little bit more, but probiotic being $20, as you can see below, normally $35 basically, that's huge. So I always do my vitamins monthly, and I always add in, especially my daughter's vitamins and her fish oil. This is very inexpensive for kids' chewables and a fish oil. And I will tell you, with her ADHD, it has made a huge difference, as plus the bioavailability of their kids' supplements are amazing. So the next slide, please, is we do our weekly education. So I want you to make sure that you check on our sites for Wellness Wednesdays at 8:30, which is a little bit more of a beginner course. And then we highlight and spotlight an oil, but we're also looking to do more of a spotlight focus. And then Saturdays, like you're doing now, 10 a.m. every Saturday, is important for you to know about. We're also giving a free gift. I actually have to look up the code today, because if you're doing the complete each course, you get a free graduation gift from us. So I'll share that in a minute. And the next one, sorry, Lindsay.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. I already talked about this, so I'm not going to go through the loyalty reward program, and you guys know all about that. So if anyone has any questions or comments, basically, since you all have heard the business portion before, I'm going to let you look over this, but there is a fabulous program that they've built where you make more money as you grow. Other marketing companies, you make less as you grow. So the way that they've structured this is such an easy way to share, like you would share your favorite mascara. We're all sharing about health and wellness, especially with the virus right now. So you can have your oils for free, and then beyond that, if you decided to want to build more, you can make a lot more money. So share and use and all the things you want to do. You can refer, you can invite people to the studies, you can help your friends and replace your income or your product. So let us know if you have any questions at this point. You can open up the chat field to unmute yourself or just type in the chat field. But we are here to help you with your questions about the presentation, but questions in general. Thank you for sharing that. I think I went over that way too quickly, Lindsay. You guys also get the emails. I know that. So yeah, some of these slides, we don't necessarily need these. So I'm just going to kind of skip through those, since the people that are on this call have heard these before.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's another way to look at the trainings, by the way. The prospercode.com is a fabulous website, not just for training, but hey, for research information. It's available to you. So I highly suggest writing that down and taking a look. And don't forget about that Copaiba video. The videos on each oil are really profound, and will definitely, some of them will make you cry. So when you share Doterra Products, you bring hope and wellness to the people you love, your community, and ultimately the world. Selling Doterra is about a service, one drop at a time and one person at a time. We are all serving the world with wellness solutions. And like I said, we truly, at the heart of this, always want to help people in their wellness, whether you're doing Doterra or not. So that is just the big piece of it for us. Yeah.
I believe this is the last slide, Annabelle. So let's see. Do you have the code word for today?
Yeah. I'll look that up. Someone is trying to call me, so if I go black for a minute, it's because of that. I am on a call. My sister keeps calling me. Passwords, let's see. Okay, so this is the third one, I believe, because we had Lemon and Empower as the first. So this is Pure is your code. So if you are on here and you're trying to get that prize, Pure is the code to write down for the day. Do you guys have any questions? We really appreciate you watching. Lindsay did a fabulous job. This was a really nice overview for helping our management at home and doing preventative care. No, that's okay. Well, we hope you guys enjoy your Saturday, and thanks for joining us, and hopefully we will see you next Saturday at 10. Have a great day.
Thank you and goodbye.
Bye. Thank you. Nice.